Flash just had its amazing, discussion-worthy finale of season 2. It was phenomenal. It had some tied loose ends up, introduced some really cool concepts. I'm not going to give you any spoilers in this video because I know this video is coming out pretty close to the finale, and I don't really like to spoil people. I don't like to be spoiled, so I won't really tread on any spoilers, because today we're actually going to talk about Zoom's Cowl. And one of the reasons we're going to talk about that specifically is because I love the way they took it. I love the look they gave it, and mostly because in the comics, Reverse Flash and Zoom, or Professor Zoom, both, at times they're the same character. They were Reverse Flash. So when they introduced, when Zoom was first being announced back at the beginning of this whole season, he had, the blue lightning bolts and everything. People were thinking that he was just gonna be like a blue Flash because they didn't want to retread with the yellow again. But I'm so happy the way they went, having an all black Flash version of the costume, with a little oily look, the mask being fully sealed and giving that very horror movie-esque. And how could you not get more horror movie than having Tony Todd voice Zoom? And then the reveal, as much as the reveal of the character was pretty much similar to season 1 of The Flash, it was still really well done. It had a few twists that were unique. It had a few interesting threads with it, for sure. It was pretty neat, but the costume itself was pretty amazing. And I was recently given the opportunity to do 2 things about the Zoom mask. One is I'm going to talk about the mask, or sorry, the cowl, and the other thing is stay tuned to the end of this video for an announcement about that cowl. But anyway, the cowl, it was pretty neat. It's rougher. It's muzzled, so the mouth is completely covered up. One neat thing about this cowl in the show, comparatively to the previous cowls of Reverse Flash and Flash himself, is that when they removed it, there was a hood. So that, ta-da, hood, like Captain America. When Zoom removed his cowl, it was the actual latex rubber material cowl. So it was the first time we'd seen that in the show, so that was pretty cool. But yeah, it was rougher, it was more sinister. The ear bolts on the side curl up to be like kind of devil horns. It's pretty cool. The suit itself is really cool too, and I might go into that in a future video for sure. But the cowl is pretty sinister looking, and I have one here. Here he is, very sinister looking. Now this particular one isn't for sale. It was given to me by a good friend of mine for a couple of reasons, but one thing about it is he had adjusted the cowl to his own face. So the nose is a little different because he couldn't get his schnoz in there. But overall, this is pretty cool. I'm gonna put it on here in a second for you. Hopefully you guys can hear me through it. But yeah, you can just see the sinister look of this guy. The mouth, just especially when in the show where it's talking, it stretches out and looks just kind of, demonic. But I'm gonna throw this on now. You guys ready? All right, so here we are. The first thing you'll probably notice is that I'm sounding probably a bit muffled. The difference with this cowl compared to, say, like the Flash and Reverse Flash is that the mouth is completely sealed off. If I was going to use this for cosplay, I would probably cut some vent holes in here for ease of tacking, especially if I wanted to get close and do the really creepy zoom look to it. But look at this thing. This is pretty amazing. The level of detail on this replica, and again, this replica isn't for sale. However, stay tuned to the end of this video for an announcement about it. So, but to start off, take a look at it. The detail's pretty much all there. Got the jowl line, got the horns. These are rubber. Oop. Got the details really rough looking, but the brow, I think it looks pretty good. It does seal up with Velcro on the back. The Velcro on the back. I also apologize that this is coming through with a shotgun mic, but it is a little big for my head, and it could come down a little lower, I think, which would make a big difference on how it looks. But overall, it's pretty amazing. If you want to be Zoom, you gotta have a great cowl. You gotta look really good. And overall, the detail on this is phenomenal. I'm really happy with it. I think it looks incredible. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below what you think of this cowl, what you think of the cowl on the show. Do you like it? Did you hate it? Would you prefer the more yellow version? But stay tuned for future videos where this cowl is actually going to be going up for my first ever giveaway. So if you're interested in that, be sure to click over here and subscribe. That video will be coming very shortly.
Anyway, guys, if you have any comments, questions, anything you want to talk about down below. For now, be sure to click here to subscribe. If you have already done that, thank you so much. It's been incredible. I can't believe where I'm at so far. And thank you so much for watching.